Yo, yo, here we go. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. That's what the Freemasons do of NASA, Walt Disney World. Uh, all of it. Psychological operations are planned operations to convey selected information and indicators to audiences to influence their emotions, motives, and objective reasoning, and ultimately the behavior of governments, organizations, groups, and individuals. Total recall. Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Get get your ass to Mars. So yeah, they're pushing that nonsense. Can't even go to the moon anymore. They lost the technology like it's a set of fucking cockies. Okay, we got these fuckers strapped on, don't they? Or they would have fell off. So you're looking at this flat water. Uh-oh, here we go with some preconditioning. Twin Towers, demolition. Who always won? Who always won? Go look it up. Demolition did. We'll topple the Twin Towers. When asked how it felt to be the smartest man in the world, Albert Einstein said, "You'll have to ask Tesla. A modern-day witchcraft is the globe. The use of the globe here. Mind control from birth." Yup. So who's attacking your child? So who's attacking your children here? That's NASA. Who's targeting your children from day one? Who is doing that? Australia isn't actually down under. It's up across. It's really just farther across. So it's whatever you want to call it, up depending on where you're at, spinning on this whatever. So yeah, it's not down under. That's a psyop. Satellites in orbit would be silly to use for any technology, as weather would create havoc and create a communication meltdown. You would shut down the supposed DirecTV, Sirius satellite radio, GPS satellite, and space grid. What happens when there's clouds in the sky with heavy rain? If we use satellites on bad weather days, North America would be living in the Stone Ages with this silly idea from Arthur C. Clarke and the science fiction writer who came up with the idea of satellites in the first place. And then they just ran with it like they're real. But like the doctor says here, it's ridiculous. Again, it's ridiculous, okay? This is insane shit. God damn, it's insane. So, the intercontinental fiber optic cable below the sea connects nearly all the world, which anyone with half a brain can see for themselves. The ionosphere glass ceiling are things are bounced from the sky to your living room and to your dish or phone. It's hard enough with GPS, ground-based technology, to keep a signal on your phone. It's not rocket science, folks. Satellites in space are laughable and impossible. Dr. John Mack, Department of Defense. That wasn't me. That was somebody from Department of Defense. I already told you that shit. I don't need him to tell me that shit. But you do, so here you go. The theory of evolution, like the theory of gravity, is a scientific fact. Really, dumb fuck? You fucking moron? Zero evidence, moron. That fucking you evolved from one species to another. Nothing's ever done that, ever, moron. And you're sitting there saying it's fact. Fuck you. You fucking get what you're gonna get. You dude, dunce of the universe. Put the hat on now, dunce of the universe. Because that's your station forever, idiot. Dunce of the fucking universe. Satellites are a myth. 99% of international data are transmitted through submarine cables. For other means, we use high-altitude balloons, planes, drones, towers, antennas, and parabolic reflectors. The pseudo-science squad, all Freemasons, keep going back and back 500 years. When this nonsense started, everybody knew there was a firmament and it was flat. Everybody knew this until these idiots came out and psyoped you. Okay? They will lie. They will kill. They have killed many times. NASA's killed many astronauts. Okay, so pseudoscience is a collection of beliefs or practices mistakenly regarded as being based on scientific method. That's space, the existence of space, astrophysics, gravity, slingshot, all that is idiocy. It's Santa Claus for fucking adults. It's insanity, really. This is an abundance of science. There is an abundance of science that's proved the flat Earth model. It's not a model that's proved the flat Earth. Shut the fuck up with theory, model, and all that dumb shit you attach to it, because that's ignorant speak. It shows you don't know fucking shit. But nothing has ever proven curvature or a globe. And here you go. This is what NASA says the curvature of the ball that they say you live on is. Go find it. It doesn't exist. Search for the edge, they said. It would be fun, they said. Hits the Antarctic ice wall, 360 degrees around us. Knows the elite lie, claims to be awake. Laughs off flat Earth conspiracy while still believing in a false, photoshopped reality. Meet your maker. It is Photoshop, but it has to be. It has to be. It's what I think it looks like. I don't know. I don't know shit. I'll tell you. He's not gonna fuck around. He tells you, I don't know shit. It's what I think it looks like, and I don't know jack shit. He ain't fucking around there. I'll give him that. I like that about him. That's just what, you know. So listen, I wonder why the father of NASA would only have this psalm on his headstone. Psalm 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. So this motherfucker is telling you there's a firmament. I mean, why would the founder of NASA leave this gigantic hint? This huge hint that now he's dead and he can't pay any consequences. It's genius, though, really. That's the only thing he did for humanity, believe it or not. But I already knew all this shit. We already got the science to show all this. This just confirms and verifies everything we already know. When you see crazy shit like that you should not see. He's supposed to believe in space, and he knows it's a firmament. I know it's a firmament. So, you know, we never stood a chance. Boom, they hit you at day one. Boom. You live in a fucking ball. Truth is not for everyone, but only for those who seek it. Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. You really believe that? You really believe the Earth is spinning that fast? Have you ever seen anybody jump off the Earth and it look like this? Have you ever seen any blurring like this? Have you ever seen it moving ever? It never moves. Again, this cloth nonsense. Steel doesn't have a chance in a vacuum. It'll crush like aluminum cans, okay? And they're telling you that this cloth is going to keep a vacuum out. This is how dumb they think you are. And it has to be photoshopped. It is photoshopped, but it has to be. It's just what I think it would look like. I don't know. I've never been, I don't know. I've never looked at it from space. That's what he says. Open-minded people don't care to be right. They care to understand. There's never a right or wrong answer. Everything's about understanding. Expect us. We're not anonymous. We're flat Earth. Liars. Masonic magicians like Copernicus, Kepler, Galileo, all these idiots. Worked hand in hand with NASA, World Freemason, and pulled off the greatest hoax, propagated the most phenomenal lie, and perpetuated the most complete indoctrinated history. Wake up, the globe's a lie. It's a psyop. The globe is a globalist psyop. The Earth is flat. According to scientists, the weight of the average cumulus cloud is 1.1 million pounds. Think about that for a moment. This means that at any given moment, there are millions of pounds of water floating above your head. That's the equivalent of 100 elephants. Gravity strong enough to pull down apples and microphones, but not millions of pounds of water. I think you need to listen to Tesla and that electromagnetism is the only thing you have to counter. Proving gravity doesn't exist and you don't need it to count for anything. You just account for buoyant force and dense force. Laser beams don't lie. Water is flat and level. There's no measurable curvature anywhere at any height. Water always finds its level and cannot conform to the exterior of a shape. I can't swim. All astronaut footage of their spacewalks is in a pool. The Big Bang explosion resulted in round-shaped planets spread out all over the universe. When something explodes, only fragments remain, right? It's getting increasingly hard to believe in a globe. The globe doesn't hold any water. The globe does not hold any water. How did a guy dressed in all this gear manage to pull a fucking car out of his asshole, out of this fucking little door in the limb, and carry it down a flimsy ladder? Will someone please explain this crazy, idiotic fucking shit? How do you believe this? NASA's lost all data, blueprints, and records from Apollo missions. They lost them all because they never had them. They can't make them because they don't exist. You can't land on a light, a translucent, transparent light. Okay? So they admitted they had lost all this. Unfortunately, it isn't just the video footage that's missing. I mean, it's fucking everything. Okay? Biomedical monitoring, telemetry, mechanical function. It goes on. 13,000 rails. Do you believe that? I mean, come on. I can't even read. I just can't read this shit. According to NASA, the sun is this fucking big. There's Earth. All the rays should be coming out parallel to hit it because it's big. But this is what you see. Come on, use your fucking heads. This is a close local light within the firmament. That's why space is dark and it's not lit up, because the sun's inside it. Okay, not outside it. That's otherwise space would always be lit up. It's insane that people are this dumb. I'm sorry, you fuckers are dumb. Abundant resources, scarcity, cyclical energy, limited. No global warming, global fraud warming. Center of the universe, insignificant cosmic speck piece of shit. No aliens, fucking Martians are gonna get you. Space, Project Blue Beam nonsense. No aliens. Doesn't mean there's not a multiverse with multiple dimensions and beings and different densities. No evolution, no Big Bang. Free energy, theft and taxation, equality for all, politics, created by God or a creator. We came from monkeys. North Star time lapse. How are you traveling through space and have a North Star and constellations? How do you do that? You people got to wake up. Albert Einstein, my theories are still theories, just like the theory of gravity. They're all nonsense. It's all honky-shonky relativity. Up is up and down is down. If satellites exist, why erect mass in our oceans? It's insane. People buy these satellite nonsense. If I can trick you with a deck of cards, how well do you think you'll do against psychological warfare against a government with unlimited funding of your own money against you? Okay. They said that this guy died that day, and here he is as a professor, the same guy. And nobody's going to be dumb enough to get on a controlled explosion. That's what a rocket is. Your car engine is a controlled explosion as well. We're in the Stone Ages, basically, with this bullshit. It's insane. Hey, like this. Pretty cool, huh? Yarvis. Flat as fuck. One day this will be this is what we live in. We live in a fucking time. The dimension of time. Time dimension. Material physical world. One day we're spirits in the material world. We are spirits in the material. We are spirits. One day this will be the funniest thing on the plane. It's already a joke to me. It's ridiculous. Alright, this is a flat table, and you can already, just by going down the table a little bit, make half of this dime disappear, and we know the table's flat as fuck. And that's how it works. On a small local, the sun gets smaller, and as it goes away, and perspective makes it look like half of it's disappearing. Gravity, the imaginary force that's never been proven. In fact, it's proven that you don't need it. It's ridiculous, and it's what's holding all their nonsense together, and it's false, and it's a false theory. It doesn't work. It's no such thing as gravity. NASA was founded on lies and secrecy. After all, its creator was a Nazi war criminal, but on his tombstone he still puts, the firmament showeth his handiwork. He knows there's a fucking firmament, and he's telling you. Why would an astronomer lie? We just don't know. Hint, hint. We just don't know. Millions, millions, billions. We just don't know.